Hello and welcome to the UTMC Annual Conference, hosted here in Bonn alongside the Daring Cities 2025 event. We've come together to explore how cities around the world are advancing climate-neutral, resilient, and people-centered urban transitions. UTMC is happy to be part of the Daring Cities event because we believe that real change happens when local leadership meets global collaboration. Through this conference, we're not just exchanging knowledge, we're shaping the pathways towards sustainable urban future.
Urban transitions and urban transformations are processes of systemic change, and that requires bringing everybody to conversation. That's why we consider that coalition building should be a process that could be structured as a local and a global integration of knowledge, but also as an exchange. I think in this working together, we need to understand that there are different needs. Some of them are very urgent, and that requires a lot of collaboration, but also a lot of listening, and active listening, integration of different knowledges, because maybe researchers, we have the scientific expertise, but not the lived experiences.
So I will approach it, of course, from the elaborator point of view, because we have been witnessing this in a lively manner. I think that people of my age, of a certain age, have witnessed municipalities that just do changes that no one wanted or couldn't understand why they occurred, of course. So didn't take an opinion from the people. So what I like most is that there are actual solutions nowadays. They have solutions. Because to create a solution, you need to have two prerequisites. One is that it is a solution for the people and they actually solve problems, not creating new ones. And secondly, that they are aware that you created this solution and how it works. It's not just like you absorb a certain amount of funding and then went on, with spending it so that you can abide with some Commission rules. And this is the best part. The European Commission is focusing greatly on citizen engagement on this.
The most useful is to show that no one and also no organization can do alone, and that it is very useful to look for allies, for partners, and to cooperate in the best way that's possible. And also financing is very important, but it does not have very much. It's partner economies and partner institutions are backing the capacities, and therefore technical support is very welcome. And of course, we also need to make sure that capacity building does not lead to brain drain. So the question is still not resolved, but it's an aspect that we are also working on. But the combination of two institutions is key.
So I think in a nutshell, one of the biggest ones is not trying to do everything all at once. It's really about finding leverage points. If you have a limited amount of city budget, you need to find those leverage points where you can have the biggest difference, the biggest impact from a climate standpoint, but also making sure that you're working with those communities that are in the most need for innovations and the least likely to be able to afford them themselves. And putting those elements together sort of as lenses that you can use to look at the problem should help you to really focus down on the things where you can have the biggest impact at the start.
So today we had very good talks about trends, collaboration and long-term usage of the Urban Transformation platform. We have seen many things today, among which the fact that urban transition are not only about ideas, but also about implementation, and financing comes strong as one of the key topics for urban transition to happen. And that shows we have work to do, and that's why we have set up on the platform two tools, the Funding Watch and the Funding and Finance Help Desk. We have one tool that helps cities identifying and finding finance opportunity for the climate journey, which is the Funding Watch, complemented by a curated support, which is the Finance and Funding Help Desk. So join the Urban Transition Mission platform, navigate into it, search in the finance tools, and join our growing community of practitioners and cities working towards urban transitions.